Good afternoon. I hope everybody's doing well today. So this morning I read a prayer by Steven Charleston. I've probably mentioned him before. He was an old professor of mine at Luther Seminary when I was there years ago. He became the Episcopal Bishop of Alaska. He's written some books, and on his Facebook page now he has a prayer community. And today his prayer was about what we envision for the future after we've kind of passed through this pandemic, or at least gotten to a place where we can deal with it or live with it a little bit, and what we might envision. And this is what he wrote. Sometimes spiritual visions come unbidden, but very often they are called into being, intentionally sought by the spiritual seeker. In this way, I have been staring into that empty space we call the future, trying to imagine what the world may be like after the tide of the pandemic has had a chance to recede. I have been seeking a vision of what is to come. Will it ultimately be a better world for us? Will we have learned important new lessons and grown closer as a people? Or will the shadows of our current divisions still keep us in fear and anxiety? Slowly, that vision is coming into focus. Among the first clear outlines, we are going to feel an intense sense of relief and a deep sense of humility. We are going to know just how vulnerable we are as a society. That will make us determined not to let it happen again, which will enable some of the best chances for positive change that we have known in the last half century. As our Return to Trinity Task Force looks at the future, at least the near future, of what in-person worship and education and things might look like at Trinity, we realize some of this vision that Bishop Charleston talks about, that we will feel some sense of relief, we will have a deep sense of humility, and learn the things that we can do to make change in the world. Because it's not going to be the same. It's not going to be like it was before. So what can we learn? What can we share with one another? How can we see a new vision, a new way to live into the abundance that God gives, even in the midst of what's going on? I'd also like to recommend to you one of Steven Charleston's books. I hadn't read it yet. I've just ordered it on Amazon because his prayer made me think about this and what the vision is for the future. The book I ordered is The 4 Vision Quests of Jesus. He writes from a Choctaw perspective, and the 4 stories from the Gospels that he talks about as Jesus' vision quests are the temptation in the wilderness, the transfiguration, the Garden of Gethsemane, and Golgotha. So I'm anxious to read that after reading his prayer today and remembering his teaching at seminary. But I commend to you today that vision of hope, that yes, we will feel a sense of relief. We will also feel some humility, and maybe this will be a chance for us to really change the world for the better. So I pray that you have a good evening. I pray that you seek those vision quests, seek that vision of God, the Holy Spirit, for what our future might be as a world, as a nation, as a community. Peace be with you.